I just have to straighten my hair and then I'll be good. Hi everybody, my name is Carolyn, and today I'm going to be talking to you about social media, what it is like to be a day in the life of a social media manager. The first thing that I like to do is I like to get my coffee in the morning. I sit down and I basically open up my laptop. I go into my Meta business and I check on all of the comments and all of the messages. What I will do is check my email, make sure that all my emails are responded, and make sure that I'm able to accommodate everyone that needs me in the moment. And then once all of that is taken care of, it's a whole bunch of content, making sure that everything is set and ready for basically the world to see. So I like to send out a social media newsletter to everyone in the business. And in the social media newsletter, I will often have the insights that can be found in the Meta business. And I do a contrasting comparison between the previous month and then 1 year previous to the month that had just happened. The goals that I always have is just to continue to have a good base of those who are interacting with our accounts. And then not only that, but also extend our reach. Include that in the social media letter, include the calendar that I have that will have the content for the month. And then I like to do like a social media fun fact. And then I do a little joke at the very end. I send that out typically on the very last day of the month. What else I do is content creation. So content creation can be anywhere from like 5 minutes of just a quick little reel or a story to hours or days. But then other times it can be something really simplistic and just light and airy. It really depends on your audience and what you're going for. I've generally realized that Facebook and Instagram have two very different audiences. Another part that I do is I work with different vendors and I work with different accounts that are on Instagram and Facebook. With the spreadsheet that I have, I include all of the vendors that we have in our business, and I'm going through making sure that we're following every vendor that we have, liking and commenting, and also just in general creating another spreadsheet that has how many vendors are active on social media, how many would be interested in doing a collab on social media. You know, there are multiple different things. You can do giveaways, you can run promotions with others, you can do features, you can do live streams with other accounts that are on, and that's plenty of ways for you to be able to connect with other artists and in turn then connect with other accounts that are on social media, which will further increase your reach and your target audience. Brainstorming. So a brainstorm session, you can use places like Trello, you can use Google Task Sheets. A lot of companies have different items and different things that they use to be able to have all of the ideas that might be flowing through all these different coworkers' brains and then putting them into one single area where the social media manager can go through and say, okay, yes, we're gonna do this. No, we're not gonna do that. This is gonna be on this day. This is gonna be on a later date. And then just marking and making those tasks be known. And this is like my typical day. The other aspect is that I am a photographer. And so when I have my camera and everything, I include a lot of content with my photography for the business that I work with. And that's a lot of editing, especially in Photoshop and Lightroom. One session that you're taking, I've taken like 400 pictures in one session. That was like a half hour. I mean, it really depends on the right angles, and you have to make sure that you have enough content. And that's only picture taking. That's not including video. Those are kind of the things that generally I would say takes up a big chunk of my time, but it's really fun. And if you're thinking about doing social media management, I 100% recommend it. Not only do I do it for my job, but I also volunteer and I do it for the nonprofit that I volunteer at as well. And it's just extremely rewarding, especially just being able to make connections with different vendors or different people on social media. I think that's like the most special thing I can think of. I'm gonna just continue to take you through my day. So the time is around 4:30. I'm just finishing up. Now I am super hungry, but first I have to feed all my animals. Are you hungry? Yeah? What are you doing? How do you know when it's 4 o'clock? Well, don't worry. They will tell you. So originally I had this goal that I was going to take you to the gym. I was going to make a meal with you, and I'm very tired after work. And honestly, I just want to go and lay on the couch and preheat a ready-made meal and watch like Kiki's Delivery Service or something. Well, that did not happen. It's 10:45 and I just worked another 6 hours on my other social media volunteer job that I do. So I did basically the exact same thing that I do for my regular job, just on a volunteer basis. And I'm very, very tired. I'm very happy because this is exactly what I wanted to get done. But now it's time for me to go to sleep. Have a good one.